Mazda just introduced updates for the 2026 CX-50, and they've managed to create controversy with changes that, according to a not small number of fans, don't make sense. From trim levels that add nothing meaningful to powertrain choices that force you into impossible compromises, these updates are leaving potential buyers more confused than excited. If you're considering a CX-50, you need to understand all the controversial updates to the 2026 Mazda CX-50 explained in detail before making your decision. Number 5. New trim levels. The 2026 model year is bringing a reshuffled trim lineup for the CX-50, and Mazda is marketing this as a major improvement. On the surface, having more options sounds great, but here's where things get controversial. These new trim levels aren't actually adding much substance to what the CX-50 offers. What's happening is that Mazda is essentially repackaging existing features into slightly different configurations. The core equipment remains largely the same, just distributed across a revised naming structure. Think of it like rearranging furniture in the same room. It might look different, but you're not getting any new pieces. When you're spending over $40,000 on a new SUV, you expect each step up in trim level to bring meaningful improvements. Instead, buyers are discovering that these new configurations don't address the CX-50's fundamental gaps. Competitors like the Honda CR-V and Toyota RAV4 are adding substantial new features, better sound systems, advanced safety tech, and upgraded materials. The CX-50's reshuffling doesn't deliver that same value. You're still paying premium prices for a package that doesn't quite match what rivals are delivering, creating confusion without adding clarity. But confusing trim levels are just the start. The technology inside those trims is raising even more eyebrows. Number 4. Upgraded infotainment screen. Mazda is finally addressing one of the biggest complaints about the CX-50. The infotainment screen is getting larger and will become standard across the range. The current 8.8-inch unit is being replaced by a more competitive display that brings the CX-50 closer to modern standards. But here's the controversial part that's driving tech-savvy buyers crazy. The system is still going to operate primarily through that rotary knob instead of touch controls. While Mazda defends this approach as being safer, the reality is that most drivers in 2026 expect intuitive touch functionality, especially when using Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. What makes this particularly controversial is that Mazda clearly has the capability to implement full touch functionality. They're choosing not to, based on a philosophy that doesn't align with what the market is demanding. The larger screen is a step forward, but it's being held back by an interface design that feels stuck in the past. For buyers who rely heavily on infotainment features, this half-measure approach is going to be a deal breaker. And speaking of compromises, the CX-50's interior dimensions are creating even bigger problems. Number 3. Passenger and cargo space. This is where the CX-50's compromises become impossible to ignore. Despite being marketed as Mazda's adventure-ready SUV, the CX-50 continues to lag behind key rivals in the most practical measures: passenger comfort and cargo capacity. The numbers tell a frustrating story. The CX-50 offers less rear legroom than the Honda CR-V, less cargo space than the Toyota RAV4, and even trails the Subaru Outback. We're talking about meaningful differences, gaps you'll notice every time you load groceries, pack for a trip, or try to fit passengers comfortably in the back seat. But here's what makes this truly controversial right now. Mazda just introduced the all-new CX-5, and it's noticeably more spacious than the CX-50. Think about that for a moment. The CX-5, which is supposed to be the more urban, less rugged sibling, is offering buyers more room. The CX-50, with its supposed adventure focus and higher price tag, is actually giving you less practical space. The controversy intensifies when you realize this isn't a platform limitation. Mazda made conscious design choices that prioritized exterior styling and driving dynamics over interior volume, leaving practical-minded buyers frustrated and looking elsewhere. But limited space is only part of the story. What's under the hood is creating even bigger headaches. Number 2. Powertrain options. The powertrain situation with the 2026 CX-50 is creating one of the most divisive conversations in the compact SUV segment. Mazda is offering 3 distinct powertrain options, and somehow each one comes with compromises that leave buyers feeling like they're settling rather than winning. The base 2.5-liter naturally aspirated engine produces 187 horsepower and delivers smooth, linear power delivery that Mazda enthusiasts love. The throttle response is natural. The engine note is refined. But here's the problem. Fuel economy is surprisingly surprisingly mediocre, hovering around 25 miles per gallon city and 32 miles per gallon highway. Those numbers barely beat some V6-powered competitors and fall short of what buyers expect from a modern four-cylinder. Then there's the turbocharged 2.5-liter option, which cranks output to 256 horsepower. This engine transforms the CX-50 into one of the quickest SUVs in its segment, and the power delivery feels robust and confidence-inspiring. However, the fuel economy penalty is substantial. You're looking at figures that drop into the low to mid-20s in real-world driving. For an SUV that's supposed to appeal to adventure seekers who rack up highway miles, that's tough to swallow at the pump. Now we get to the most controversial option, the hybrid powertrain. On paper, this should be the perfect solution, delivering around 40 miles per gallon combined, and finally giving the CX-50 the efficiency credentials it desperately needs. The fuel savings are real, and the math works out beautifully over time. But here's where the experience falls apart. Anyone who's enjoyed spirited driving knows that connection between throttle input and vehicle response, that immediate feedback that makes you feel genuinely engaged with the machine. The hybrid powertrain fundamentally changes the CX-50's character in ways that contradict everything the vehicle is supposed to represent. The engine note becomes muted. The throttle response loses that immediate, natural feel. The overall driving experience, which is supposed to be one of the CX-50's core strengths, becomes noticeably duller and less connected. This creates an impossible choice. Do you prioritize efficiency and accept a driving experience that feels disconnected from Mazda's performance-oriented identity? Or do you choose one of the gas engines, enjoy the engaging dynamics, but accept fuel economy that struggles to justify the premium price? No matter which powertrain you select, you're giving up something significant. Competitors like the RAV4 Hybrid manage to deliver excellent efficiency without completely sacrificing the driving experience, which makes Mazda's compromise feel unnecessary. Yet all these compromises pale in comparison to the biggest controversy, one that has nothing to do with the CX-50 itself. Number 1. All-new CX-5 is here. Here's the update causing the biggest controversy, and it has nothing to do with what Mazda changed on the CX-50. It's about what Mazda just introduced alongside it. The all-new 2026 CX-5 has arrived with a complete redesign, and it's creating a massive problem for anyone considering the CX-50. The new CX-5 features Mazda's latest styling cues, more contemporary lighting elements, and an overall presence that feels more refined and upscale. Meanwhile, the CX-50, which is supposed to be the premium, adventure-oriented option, suddenly looks like the older, less sophisticated choice. But the styling difference is just the beginning. The new CX-5 is offering more interior space, better technology integration, and a level of refinement that the CX-50 simply can't match. Buyers who walk into a Mazda dealership expecting the CX-50 to be the flagship are discovering that the supposedly lesser CX-5 is actually the more modern, more practical, more technologically advanced option. The CX-5 is being produced exclusively in Japan at Mazda's home facilities, where quality control and attention to detail have been legendary for decades. The CX-50, on the other hand, is coming out of Toyota's facility in Alabama. Mazda loyalists who've always associated the brand with Japanese manufacturing precision are questioning whether the CX-50 represents the same level of craftsmanship. The controversy reaches its peak when you start comparing pricing and value. The CX-50 commands a higher price tag, supposedly justified by its more rugged character and adventure-ready capabilities. But when the all-new CX-5 arrives with better space, newer technology, more modern design, and Japanese production, the value equation for the CX-50 completely collapses. You're being asked to pay more for a vehicle that's objectively less modern, less spacious, and potentially less refined than its supposedly inferior sibling. The CX-50's slight ride height advantage and marginally more rugged styling cues aren't enough to justify choosing it over a vehicle that's more modern in virtually every other respect. The result is that the CX-50 is finding itself in an identity crisis, caught between being too expensive to compete with mainstream compact SUVs and not special enough to justify its premium over the all-new CX-5. The 2026 Mazda CX-50 updates reveal a vehicle struggling with its identity at the worst possible time. Meaningless trim reshuffles, outdated infotainment controls, cramped interior dimensions, and powertrain options that force impossible compromises would be concerning enough. But the arrival of the redesigned CX-5 with its superior space, modern technology, and Japanese production has completely undermined the CX-50's value proposition. For buyers considering spending over $40,000 on a compact SUV, the CX-50 is asking you to pay more while delivering less, and that's a compromise that's becoming harder to justify with each passing day. Speaking of the next generation CX-5, you probably know that the initial model is coming with a naturally aspirated inline-4, but the all-new hybrid powertrain is on the way, which is why you must check out our next video. This time, Mazda doesn't use Toyota's technology, but brings a system designed on their own, with way more focus on driving engagement.